Guys, how's it going? It's your boy Almay Lewis, and I'm right here in the office right now. And I'm trying out a little new setup right here. I just got myself a live streaming kit right here. Woo! I've never tried one of these because I've always been the type of guy that does like handheld video, or I just use a tripod, or I just place my phone somewhere where it can be stable and I could just make my videos and stuff. But I decided to try this out. I got this at Burlington. I'm pretty sure many of you guys have heard of the store Burlington. If not, you guys can go ahead and Google that. But yeah, there's one around here in downtown LA, and so I decided to grab one just to try it out because I like to try new things. And I gotta say I'm impressed. I got a little backlight right here, and the stand seems pretty good, pretty legit. It seems like it's pretty durable, like it's gonna last me for a while. If it is really gonna last me for a while, I have no idea. But anyway, that's that. Anyway, the point of the video today is about talking about like trying new things. Now, something I've noticed with some of the people that I have around me, is like they're kind of scared to try new things, and I get it. So some new things are actually kind of scary to try. And I myself, I'm still in this journey of I want to try a new thing, every single day. But I want to see. But there's like levels to the type of new thing that you do, So there's new things that you can try that are easier to try than others, because it requires a different part of yourself, And by trying new things is where you really identify, where do you lack, where in your life do you currently need to improve right now? Because when you don't want to try a new thing, it's because there's something holding you back. It could be either fear, it could be the unknown, it could be you're stepping out of your comfort zone. It could be a whole different things. But in order for you to find that out, you have to really know what it is. And in order for you to know that, well, you have to go out there and have this mindset of wanting to try new things. Now, I myself, I try a lot of new things. I try to try at least one new thing a day. That is my challenge. That is my benchmark. And probably I should rise those numbers, but I want to at least do one new thing every single day. Now, sometimes I do more than one, and I'm pretty proud of myself. And I like that, but sometimes I just don't get that opportunity to do more than one, but I at least do one. And I feel great about it. But how can you do this? If you are currently the type of person who is currently struggling right now, you can't seem to try a new thing, perhaps you have a couple friends, around you that want to encourage you to do a new thing, and you're just like, nah, I think I'm just going to stick to what I already know, what I've already tried, what I've already experienced, and I know it works, and I know the result I'm going to get, and that's my desired result. Well, then, how do you do it? How do you do it? So here's the thing. There's a couple things you got to do here. First of all, you got to have courage, because trying new things does take a lot of courage, because it takes a lot of emotional energy out of you, because you're stepping out of your comfort zone and you're stepping into something that's new, something you've never tried. And when you step into that zone, things can either go really good or they can go really bad. And it really comes down to how you interpret that. Because I myself, I don't have these judgmental things going on here of like, oh, it's going to be a bad experience or it's going to be a good experience. I just know it's going to be a new experience. However, many people don't see it this way. They like to prefer to see it as like, oh, is this going to benefit me or is it not? And you like to measure out like, okay, is it going to be good, is it not? And so you just kind of stay in this paralysis where you just cannot make a decision if you should just do it or not, and most likely you'll end up not doing it. And that's pretty bad. So how do you do it? How do you step out there and just do it, right? So first of all, you gotta have that courage. Like I said, you gotta have courage to, take the leap and really try to make it just happen. Just try to do it as best as you can. When you're trying a new thing, obviously, it's a new thing, so you don't have to do it in huge proportions. Whatever that new thing is, you don't want to overdo it. Like let's just say, hypothetically, not that anybody, I hope all of you have used the computer, but let's just say, it's your first time, you see this computer and you're like, oh, this computer looks interesting, I've never used a computer before, and you want to try it out, but You just never tried it. So how do you do it? Well, then you just go in there, turn on the computer, and press a couple things. You don't have to become a master of the computer right off the bat. And that's really impossible. Actually, like you cannot become an expert at something right from the beginning. You cannot be really good at something right from the beginning. That's just impossible, right? So every single new thing that you try, you can expect the same thing, that you're not gonna be that good at it, and that's perfectly fine. You don't have to be a expert. You don't have to be a master right from the start. You just have to start, and that's really what it comes down to. You just have to do it and do it and do it. And here's the thing. I mean, part of just starting is just like I said, it's a new thing, so most likely I'm gonna move on to the second thing, which is it's gonna be uncomfortable. And here's the thing: you have to get used to the idea, to the fact that trying a new thing is uncomfortable, and it's going to be uncomfortable no matter what. All right, so you have to get used to that feeling. And let me tell you something: that feeling of uncomfort is gonna come when you try that new thing, but it's gonna fade away eventually. Because once you try it, it will be uncomfortable for a little bit because you've never done it, but after a little while you've already done it, so it's going to become less and less uncomfortable as you do it more and more. And here's the thing: I mean, if it's less uncomfortable, then you most likely you'll end up liking it later on down the run, but you'll never find out if this is something that you like or not if you don't try it. If you're not okay with going through that phase of uncomfort, and which brings me to the third point: it's a whole new experience. Okay, it's a whole new experience. And here's the thing about it: because it's a new experience here, you have no idea how this can go. You might end up really liking this new thing that you're going to try, or you may not. But here's the main benefit of trying a new thing: is that you learn so much about yourself. And that is what I really love the most about this. It could be due to my age, or it could be due to whatever. It could be my motivation to just want to try a new thing because, this world has so many things to offer. I mean, why the fuck not? Why shouldn't you just go out there and just try a new fucking thing? Because it's fucking fun and it's amazing. So why not just go out there and just fucking do it, right? So there's that experience, where you'll just learn something about yourself. You'll learn something, and something I really love about just trying a new thing is that whether it goes good or not, I'm still gonna take something from it. I'll either learn that, okay, this wasn't for me because of X and Y, because I am a certain way, and because I am a certain way, this is not gonna work. Or perhaps I actually fall in love with this thing, even if it didn't work out for me. I'm like, okay, it didn't work out, but I kind of want to make it work. So where can I get the information so I can become a little bit better, day by day, and let me go ahead and practice this more and more every single day. Or perhaps you just learned something, but you just have no interest of it, but perhaps you succeeded, and so you did good at it, and you're like, okay, you know what, I did good at that, but I don't really like it, but I can actually use what I just learned by experiencing this new experience and apply it to something that I really really love. So there's so many things that you can do, like as an example, when I was back in high school, I used to love to write stuff. I used to love to write poetry and just write. Even though I wasn't that good at it, but I used to just keep on writing and writing and writing. Until eventually, I transcended from just writing, poems and stuff to writing songs, and now I write rap songs. And it's been an amazing transition. Like even though like writing in of itself, I felt like I was sort of good at it, but I didn't really like it just writing on its own. I wanted it to have a purpose. I wanted to have a much bigger something that passionate me a little bit more, and which was integrating, writing into music, which made a fantastic combo for me. And so you can do that with a new experience. So here's the thing. I mean, and then the fourth thing that I really like about trying new things is that you learn to appreciate the things that you really love, because some of us don't appreciate the things that we already love and that we already have as much as we should. We think that we do, but you can't really appreciate them until you've really tried so many things, and you're like, all right, you know what, like I've tried so many things, and at the end, I've kind of came to the conclusion that I really like these particular things, so that feeling in of itself, it becomes so amazing, and it makes you as a person so much more grounded because you understand yourself, you know exactly what you like and what you stand for. And that's the reason why I love to try new things all the time, of course, within a certain range, because obviously, I don't want to go try something that that might get me killed or something. I also have, you also want to become aware of, like what new things you're trying. And of course, you want them to be calibrated, and you want them to be under your control. Now, of course, this won't always be the case. Sometimes you will face situations where you'll just have to jump in, and there won't be that much time to just think. You'll just kind of have to do it and, figure it out later, So, like, those scary times do come, but you always want to be proactive about this. You always want to be in there, just trying this one new thing, trying this new thing. And there's a lot of new things that you can try. And here's the thing, best way to start, I would say, is just try new things within your passion. Whatever your passion is, just try new things within that range, and then little by little, start stepping out of that. Whatever that may be. So, like, whatever the case may be, just take it, like for computers, I knew I had a passion for computers, so I started doing computers, and then little by little started doing a new thing within the computer section. I started to try this piece of software, then this piece of software, then I tried this new piece of software, and then I tried combining this software with this software, see what those two would do, and like and that's how I went, but it was always within my within my area of passion. And then from there, I transcended to other things, such as, like, I like to try new food all the time. Food is actually something that I really love to try. Always like to try new food. Drinks, I like to try some weird drinks. If you haven't seen my pickle soda video, go ahead and check it out. It should be somewhere here in my feed. It'll be awesome. You're gonna love it. I was trying pickle soda. I actually thought that thing was interesting. It was kind of good, and I was surprised it was good, because I actually don't really like pickles. I mean, I'm very picky with pickles. I do like pickles, but they gotta be like they gotta taste a specific way. If not, I just don't like them. Like, they'll just taste nasty to me. So this pickle soda really it surprised me. It got me off guard and everything. But it was cool. It was an interesting experiment, and it was interesting to try something new. And not a lot of people would have the courage, like I said, to try a pickle soda, because it just sounds weird. And here's the thing, I mean, a lot of ideas, that you may have, that you want to try something new. It may sound weird, and it may sound weird to your friends, it might sound weird to your family, but fuck all that. No offense, of course, to your friends or family, but here's the deal. They have no particular right to make decisions within your life, because it is your life ultimately that matters, and you should be able to make decisions for yourself and for your own life, because it's your fucking life, all right? So make sure that you stay congruent to your life, and if you want to try that new thing, try it out, all right? Try it out. You don't need permission. You don't need nobody to be like, all right, sir, you can go ahead or ma'am, you can go ahead and try that new thing. I approve. It sounds like an interesting idea, and I think you should try it because it's congruent to you. Fuck that shit, all right? If you want to do it, just do it. Just do it. And you're gonna thank me later once you go out there and you actually try that new thing, because you will learn something new, and you will fall in love with just trying something new every single day. And try the challenge. If you want to do it, try the challenge. Try a 30-day challenge of just trying something new every single day for 30 days within your area of passion. Of course, make it as easy as possible for you to start, and then of course, little by little, start amping up the level. First, you want to be doing something new within your area of comfort, within your area of passion. Then you want to start doing something new, something that's related to that area of passion. And then you want to step out a little bit more, and then step out to something completely new, and then start doing something new, but something that catches your attention at the same time. So something that you've never done, but it still catches your attention. you don't know if it's a passion or not, but you kind of feel like it is. So you go and you try that new thing, and then you do repeat the same process. You do it a little bit more and a little bit more, and then eventually, like you'll get to my phase that I'm currently in, where I'm actually trying new things within areas within, like, I have like no particular interest in. Like there's certain areas where I just completely judge the people that were doing this type of shit. And I'm just like, you know what? Let me just change my mind. Let me open my mind and let me actually just try this thing. But that is a hard level to get to. So you really have to, like, take those steps, so that you're able to try those new things when you get there. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This video got very, very long. So I am signing out. On my Lewis. See you guys.